Alright, third time's the charm. This is the third one. Alright. Now that Adam Silver, is fucking fine tuning that report and shit, and the finals are done, because now he can put it out right without killing the vibe and shit. I just want to talk about the 2019 draft and how interesting it is. To really see all three of the top picks just not fumble completely, but not be nearly of the quality of everyone else, really. Um, Not everyone, but just most of the players. Not most, a good chunk. Obviously, the thing with Ja is super well known, super obvious. Like, everyone knows this dude wants to shoot guns, not hoops. Um, that's all that's got to be said. It's a really interesting case that I cannot draw, like, any fucking parallel to in the NBA. This is the first time this has really happened. I'm really trying to think, like, shit, has anyone done something super dumb? And then they just, like, the NBA is like, what the fuck? Like, no, maybe Donald Sterling. I guess he counts. Um, but other than that, no. This is probably the first time a player has done this type of shit. Ron Artest, maybe that time. No, no. Yeah, definitely. Other than that Ron Artest shit, this is probably the most public like shaming of a player I think I've ever seen. Personally, for sure. Um, So yeah, very interesting situation. Where he's gonna go? Is he gonna be suspended? I don't know. They got rid of Dylan Brooks completely for his attitude, so it looks like the Grizzlies are very cutthroat. They're willing to fucking cut you off, man, if you're bad, presence and shit. It's gonna be very interesting to see what they do with Ja. I don't know. I think he might get a half season suspension at least. I'd be very surprised if Adam Silver is lenient. But honestly, no, I actually wouldn't. He's very nice. He's just a generally overly nice guy. So I definitely could see that happening. But we'll see. Maybe it does turn out good, and he doesn't get suspended for all that long, and the Grizzlies do fine. They win the playoffs. Ja comes back. He's like, I've changed my mind. I've changed my life. I went on Dr. Phil and shit, and now he's just like all of a sudden like a lover or some shit. Like he's like handing shit out to kids' toy drives. I don't know. Maybe that'll happen, but I highly doubt it. As for Zion, holy shit, man. This one hurts because I really thought he was going to go places. I was a massive fan of the Pelicans at this time because they had a pretty good core of him, Lonzo, and Brandon Ingram. And one more guy. I forget who, but I don't quite remember. But at the time, great lineup, great shit. And then Zion gets injured. And then Lonzo leaves. And then Brandon Ingram's like, stop working. And then I'm just like, fuck. It's very unfortunate to see that happen because you want to see that team succeed. You want to see them do good, but it's just like, no, they decide not to. It sucks. It really sucks, but it happens. It's every so often there'll be a career that you expect to go really fucking far, and they just injury after injury after injury. It's just, I feel like that's Zion's fate is just to be injured with this fucking max contract just in the background, kind of just chilling there, like, hey, what's up? Um, so yeah. What else? Oh, R.J. Barrett, last guy to kind of talk about here, round out the Three Musketeers. Inconsistent. That's it. He's not that bad, honestly. I think people are overhating in all realness. Like, oh my god, he's so shit. What the fuck, man? That's mostly just vocal Knicks fans, but they're a small minority in the NBA's fucking like the NBA sphere, if that makes sense. They're a very small minority. It's one team of 30, right? It's not like New York encompasses the entire fucking like league or some shit. No, it doesn't. So yeah, that's what I think of all three of them, guys. Are they honestly all busts? No, they have time to turn it around. They really do. But for the time being, I'm of the opinion that Darius Garland and fucking what's his name? Jordan Poole are probably and Kevin Porter Jr. are probably the best players here by a good amount. Although this, wait a minute. Who this? Jalen McDaniels. Another guy on Charlotte, huh? Oh no. He doesn't have the greatest numbers, but that's fine, honestly. So yeah, I'm of the opinion though that for sure, Terrence Mann. Oh shit, he was drafted here. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, of the opinion that Jordan Poole by far best player, no competition, no question. Tyler Hero, pretty close. PJ Washington, the same shit, but Jordan Poole, Darius Garland, to me, are just untouchable. Completely, totally and utterly just better than most of their draft competition. And it's such an awkward spot. The number 5 and the number 30 spot. Obviously, there's so much talent here that really has to be appreciated, right? Some of these dudes, I can't even pronounce this shit, but this guy, he seems pretty decent. So yeah, great players all around. It's just really unfortunate that the top 3 are, at the moment, kind of not busts quite, but not really living up all the way to the potential that they could be living up to so easily. Whether it's due to luck or whether it's due to being stupid or whether it's due to just not really being consistent, there's something that's holding all 3 of them back, and it's really interesting because in a minute, any of these 3 players could be the best player from this draft. Zion has the potential to start becoming a 25 points per game scorer right now if he fucking got healthy, got back in shape, and started playing well. That's all it takes. Same with Ja. As soon as he gives up that gang type shit, people are going to be more respectful. They're going to be more understanding of him, and he won't get fucking suspended every season. Therefore fucking his team over. RJ Barrett, same shit. If he just becomes consistent over the offseason, he's got it. He'll be the best player on this draft. Look at his numbers. He has by far the most points. He has an insane number of... minutes played. He has an insane number of minutes played. He has a hell of a lot of points. He shoots pretty okay. Actually, the best out of all 3 of these in terms of career percentage. To me, he has the ability to be something great, but he just needs a little more time, and that's totally chill. So yeah, that's what I think of this draft. It's a very interesting situation where, for now, the best players are a bunch of, guys outside the lottery or outside the top 3, and but, in a moment, this draft could just become any other draft where it's just obviously Zion's probably one of the best players, or obviously this guy, Ja's one of the best players, or obviously Ja's one of the best players from this draft, At any moment, it could really happen, which I'm really excited for. I really hope the best for all 3 of them guys. So yeah, that's about it. See ya.